Once upon a time lived two friends Labubu. One day they decided to go for a walk in the forest, but they lost their way. Suddenly the sky turned to gray, it started raining. In a few minutes friends ran into a scary abandoned house. They entered the house and decided to look round. Suddenly in the kitchen they saw a ghost. The friends ran away upstairs. It was too late. The moon was round. The strange sounds could be heard from outside. But friends decided to escape from the house. They ran out of the door, but suddenly they saw a ghost in the forest. And they ran into the scary house again and decided to have a rest until morning. At dawn, when the sun rose, friends ran out of the house and they went to the forest. Suddenly they saw an angry dog. They ran away quickly from the dog. Walking along the forest they saw a Aladdin lamp. Gene went out of the lamp and he turned in a scary angry genie. Friends were so terrified that they ran away quickly from the genie. Walking in the forest they saw Tralalero Tralala. The shark started opening its mouth. The friends got scared and tried to escape. The shark was following them. Having escaped from the shark, friends were running in the forest and suddenly they saw a small waterfall. They decided to swim. They were so happy. But soon they heard the sound of the plane. Looking up they saw Bombardiro Crocodilo throwing a bomb down. Friends shouted and they ran away again very scared. Running in the forest they saw a small white car. They jumped into a car and drove off. The weather was fine. Driving in the forest, they saw a cave and entered it. It was scary and damp in the cave. Waking through the cave, they saw a wild pig. They ran from the pig and fell down into a hole. Falling from the hole, they ended up in the water. Suddenly, they saw a crocodile. The green alligator turned into a Crocodilo Bombardiro. Friends swam from it, and the stream brought them out of the cave. They rejoiced so much. But suddenly the expression of their faces changed. They saw somebody walking. It was BR Patapim. They were so scared to see this strange creature with big feet and they ran away.
Woke up this morning to the sunlight's glow.
Walking in the forest, they saw a green labyrinth. Having entered the labyrinth, they saw a big gorilla watermelon drilla. Gorilla wanted to catch them. Friends ran away from Gorilla. They were so happy to escape and then continued their way. Walking in the forest, they were very thirsty. Suddenly they saw a big fridge. Trying to open it to find some water. They stepped back when saw the fridge shaking. The head and legs appeared from the fridge. It was Frigo Camelo. The fridge opened, and friends suddenly quenched their thirst. They said goodbye to Frigocamello and walked away. Walking in the forest, they saw a ship in the sea. The friends jumped on the ship. They hoped to get home as soon as possible. But suddenly the storm started. The ship fell into two and drowned. The friends put on lifelines. Waves carried them from side to side. Later they were washed ashore. Friends were so happy to be saved. Walking on the sand, they saw a rock. They climbed on the top of the rock. Suddenly they saw a big white bird. They jumped on the back of the bird.
Jumping in puddles with muddy feet, finding magic.
Flying over forest and houses, friends were glad to be back to their native land after so many days of wandering.
Labubu, you light up my little world. Labubu,
At last, the bird landed.
let's run and play, chasing the worries of the world away. With that
The friends Labubu said goodbye to the bird and finally entered their pretty house.
Labubu, my friend, I'm glad you're here. When days are cloudy and I feel blue, Labubu whispers, I'm here with